Hello there, Facebook world. This is Chris Girdler with Somerset-Pulaski Economic Development Authority, better known as SPEDA. Glad to be coming to you from Lake Cumberland Regional Airport here today. We're very excited about the grand opening and the ribbon cutting for PHI Medical. We're so happy to see this company locate their headquarters here in Somerset, the capital of Lake Cumberland. And just a quick note, filling in for Mr. Bobby Clue, the director of the Somerset-Pulaski Chamber of Commerce. Bobby's a little under the weather. Bobby, if you're watching this, please know our thoughts and prayers are with you. Hope that you get to feeling better. But very honored to be joined by two gentlemen here today from PHI who have been working with Mr. David Morris, Kelly Baker, and so many within the Lake Cumberland Regional Airport to have this day, to make it official. Guys, if you all could introduce yourselves, tell us a little bit about PHI Medical, and again, just know how excited we are and welcome you with open arms to Somerset.
My name's Tony Miller. I'm the Air Medical Base Supervisor for PHI 7, now located in Somerset, Kentucky. I've been with PHI for 14 years as a flight nurse, so proud to be here, and been in the industry for nearly 30 years as a nurse. So,
Joshua Brand, Business Operations Manager for PHI Air Medical. I'm based here in Kentucky along with this Somerset base. We've got 3 other bases here in the state of Kentucky servicing all the communities around, making sure that when they're needed, that we're able to provide and make a difference in the community.
And Tony and Josh, you guys are bringing about a wealth of experience to the table here, being able to offer our citizens all kinds of a variety of medical services. We know you have an overly qualified and very trained staff here today. Would you tell us a little bit about how many employees you have, how many different choppers are out there flying in the air in the region from time to time?
Yeah, I'll take that. Each base is set up with a nurse paramedic partner. Pilots obviously that man the aircraft and are in charge, but then we have 4 pilots, 3 nurses, 3 medics, and we operate with a float position that's able to float in and work with either the nurse or the medic in most scenarios. What we do here basically is taking care of the patients. They're going to be high trauma patients. They're not always car wrecks, which is unfortunately that's the big assembly. Whenever they start thinking about helicopters, that's what they say. So when you're talking about an air medical service, it takes care of a little bit of everything: heart attacks, strokes, high risk OB, STEMI patients. And so that's kind of the type of different services that we're going to offer here, as well as a lot of the other air medical services in the state. The state of Kentucky is set up, and they have 46 different air medical vendors or locations that set up in this state, with PHI having 4 of those, as I said before. Servicing the state of Kentucky from all surrounding barriers and outside areas, we've got, I want to say the last time count was 83. And the bad thing to say is that we're still underserved in a lot of our rural communities on making sure that they have the ability to have life-saving care with a helicopter that could come in and actually make more minutes matter and get them closer to a trauma center a lot faster.
And folks that are out there watching, that's one of the reasons we're so grateful for PHI choosing to locate their headquarters here in Somerset. Being able to offer more services in rural America and rural Kentucky is definitely advantageous for our citizens. It helps in overall quality of life, overall quality of place. And the more opportunities we have to welcome companies like PHI here to be a partner, the better off all of us are going to be. And talking about partnerships, this is a great partnership between Lake Cumberland Regional Airport and PHI. What you see behind us is the beautiful terminal for Lake Cumberland Regional. Very excited about the air traffic that's coming in and out of there. As everyone knows, an airport is truly the red carpet. It's the welcome mat for any community, and we could not be more proud of Lake Cumberland Regional Airport, what it offers for the community, what aviation offers from an economic development perspective. And just behind us, off of camera, you would see a beautiful hangar that Lake Cumberland Regional Airport has remodeled for PHI Medical, making some the overnight stays possible. And would you all care to elaborate on that a little bit further about the accommodations that are made for you and your crew and how that's going to help improve the quality of services provided?
Well, sure. Like Josh said, we normally work with a paramedic, a nurse, and a pilot on duty, and we'll have a mechanic during the day. The facilities that they've provided for us allows for sleeping quarters. As a medical crew, they do 24-hour shifts. The pilots do 12-hour shifts, but they still may need rest time, so they've got their area to do that. Our job is pretty high stress. We have some downtime, but when we're working, we're usually in a stressful environment. And so the facilities that they've given us here allow us to decompress after these traumatic events and so forth, but be ready to do our job when the time comes.
And if people out there that are watching this, or they're going to read about it in the Commonwealth Journal and things of that nature, how would they find out more information on PHI Medical and how to get services provided by you all?
We have a website called PHI Cares that describes our membership program. A membership is not required, but I would suggest it if you live in the immediate area, as there can be costs associated with air medical transport that aren't covered by insurance. And with a membership of that sort, those costs go away. So the financial burden that can be associated with it is no longer there, and it's a great relief. I promote that from my standpoint, just because of that,
yes,
the financial service. But as far as our people, I think a lot of our medical crews are highly trained. They're not the average run-of-the-mill medical provider, I'd like to say. They are trained in many different aspects. So we can do balloon pumps out of the hospital if we got a heart patient. High-risk OB patients, we can actually do in-flight fetal monitoring. So if we have to transport a mother to Lexington with a baby because it's preterm or something, we can actually see what's going on with the baby while in transport. Not many can do that. Then we also have the ability to fly in some inclement weather. Not all, but some. So we give the patient several more options than might be available by other resources.
That's wonderful. Folks, as you can tell, you'll be in very good hands with PHI Air Medical. We're honored to have them here in the Somerset-Pulaski County community. I know Lake Cumberland Regional Airport welcomes you with open arms. Thank you for your partnership with them. Joshua, Tony, again, welcome to Somerset-Pulaski County. Bill Marshall's given me the finger, the one finger, the index finger, I should say, and let me know that my time has come and gone. But with that, let's cut a ribbon and make this official.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you all.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Josh.